Is this an ADV because of its design, or perhaps it's a car because it's got ADAS? Well, Ultraviolette calls it a crossover, the X47 Crossover. So what exactly is this motorcycle? Let me tell you quickly. So this is Ultraviolette's latest motorcycle, and as you can see, it's quite different from the F77 bikes that we have seen, although there are similarities between the two. First of all, let's talk about the price. And the price for this motorcycle is 2,74,000 ex-showroom, and that's the starting price. But there is an introductory price of 2,49,000 for the first 1,000 customers as well, and that's again for the base variant. And this price is giving you a lot of motorcycle. Let me tell you about the design first. So you'll see it has got 17-inch wheels at both ends, and it's got a big disc at the front and at the back as well. It gets dual channel ABS, and in typical ADV fashion, it gets switchable ABS, so you can have some sliding fun on this motorcycle. Now, it also comes with 3 levels of traction control and also a separate mode wherein you can completely switch the traction control off. And while Ultraviolette is calling it a crossover, what they mean to say is that this is a bike that can be used for both normal city rides as well as if you find an off-road trail or maybe really bad roads that we have in a lot of metro cities. So for that, you have a slightly long travel suspension. So you have 170 travel at the front and 170 at the rear as well. Yes, you have USD forks at the front and a monoshock over at the back. And then you have these tires, which are also dual purpose tires to provide you better grip when the going gets a little bit tough. Now, the seat height is a little bit higher. It's 810 Also, the ground clearance has increased to about 208 So you have plenty of clearance to clear potholes, speed breakers and whatnot. The battery that you see here is the 10.3 kilowatt-hour unit. You can also get it with a 7 kilowatt-hour unit, just like in the F77, and the range figures are also the same. So for the bigger battery pack, you get a claimed range of 323 kilometers. As for the power and torque figures, the power remains the same at about 40 odd bhp, but the torque at the rear wheel is higher. 610 Newton meters is what Ultraviolette has told us, and this has also resulted in a slightly quicker 0 to 60 time. So while the F77 does 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, this does it in 2.7. Although the top speed has reduced by 10 kilometers an hour, so this goes up to 145 kilometers an hour. Now, the seat height I already told you, and once you get on the bike, because the handlebar is not a clip-on, you have a much more relaxed seating position. And I'm 6 feet tall and I'm able to almost flat foot this motorcycle. It does get a little bit wider over here, but the seating position is quite normal, quite relaxed, quite neutral, which should be good for everyday riding conditions. Now, the next thing that you will notice is that the instrument cluster here has slightly different graphics, and you have another screen over here. So you can get this bike with 2 cameras, one at the front and one at the rear. And these are 1080p cameras that record at 30 FPS. So if you'll see, you have a camera at the front and one over at the back as well. Of course, you get this cowl over here to give it that ADV kind of look. The headlamp cluster design is pretty much similar to what you see on the F77. Now, the next thing that you should know is that it also gets a radar. So you have ADAS features thanks to that. So let me just show you the radar. You see it's over here at the back. Now, this radar unit right here gives you ADAS features like overtake alert, blind spot warning, collision alert and lane change assist. So just like in cars, you have a little indicator over here. So if a vehicle is approaching from behind, it will flash and give you a warning sign. Also, if the bike detects that the vehicle behind you is coming at a speed which might result in a collision, then the indicators will flash and give you warnings even on the dashboard as well. So that way, it is much better in terms of safety as well. And of course, with the long travel suspension and the different wheels, it is going to be a lot more usable than what the F77 is. We will be riding this bike very shortly, so make sure that you're subscribed to our channel to know what this bike is like to ride, and you wait for our review. if you like this information that we provided to you, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to comment down below if you have any questions. If you think I missed out on any kind of information, let us know in the comments below and we'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. This is Akash Paul signing off for now. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.